to help young people discover what they're interested in through all kinds of artistic practices, talks, also to discover what I'm capable of here. I was hoping to improve my English, obviously, and just to kind of evoke interest towards other cultures and the world as such in the people that live here and come to the cafe on a daily basis.
You see, I finished college. I had bachelor degree already in the social science, so I was thinking it's a good experience to work with teenagers. I never worked with teenagers before, so new experience. And I was hoping that it will be something new and I will improve my English, and I was right. So.
And I think I actually came to Ireland just to see if I wanted to do youth work for a living. If this is what, you know, what could be my dream job.
Ireland, my hopes were that I would get to know the people and the culture and the language. And I was also excited about working in a different environment and also to improve my English, of course, but most of all I was hoping to do a good job and feel comfortable with what I'm doing and feel comfortable in the way that I live here. And that was
for my time here. I wanted to meet new people, make new friends, experience a different culture, and of course get that sense of fulfillment through being a volunteer and helping other people.
I think one of the best things about the EVS was just to experience different way of living. I really enjoyed trying myself in a new situation.
That first of all I liked my job and I had friendly colleagues that I could talk to and that I could go out with and that I could approach whenever I needed to, so I felt comfortable in my workplace.
One of the best things about my EVS so far has definitely been meeting volunteers from all over Europe and having that sense of community with them because you're here for the same reason and you're doing the same thing.
EVS. I would say the best thing was that I'm still here. I never left and I have a partner, he's Irish, and I suppose I will stay here. So, and all experience meeting all the teenagers and seeing them growing up. Like I can see them now on the street and they will be 20 years old and they're coming here when they're like 16. So it's kind of rewarding.
Everyone, not just my colleagues, but everyone around town was really friendly and welcoming, and so I didn't really need much time to get used to living here.
I've discovered that the young people I'm working with are so much nicer than I ever expected them to be. Because I had very little experience with teenagers, you know, and they're wonderful. Everyone is absolutely wonderful here. The sense of humor people have, and just the overall chilled out way of life, you know. I'm really enjoying all that.
I do. And I'm making friends with locals and also with other volunteers. I've made really good friends that we are still in touch today, which is brilliant, I think.
And it's a great experience if you want to see different country, if you want to meet other people, and everything is in European Union, so you don't really spend your own money, so that's the best part of it. You'll see a new place, you don't spend money, the organization that hosts you, they don't have to spend money either. So it's perfect for them. They can have a worker that does it because you like it. So that's great.
Another highlight has been traveling and exploring the country with all these new people and experiencing the culture and getting to know the country in a way a tourist never could.
The best thing was really traveling and meeting people from Ireland and from all over Europe through the EVS, and take the weekends or take days off to go around traveling and see the country and get to know different people and many people, see the landscape. That was really the best part about the EVS, I think, for me.
Like my whole life. I think it's funny how many of my friends back home in Hungary say how brave I was, and then I didn't feel it was bravery at all. It is really something that I want to try something new, and it was a brilliant opportunity to do that. And but yeah, looking back at it, yeah, it was bravery to actually just start a whole new life basically. But having said that, I felt that there was tremendous support, like from Lorraine.
Became more open because when you do your EVS, you have to settle in, you have to talk to loads of people, you get to know many different views or interests, whatever, so you kind of have to open up a bit at least, so that's what happened to me also, I think.
I wouldn't really say that too much has changed for me during my EVS. I still have the same hopes and plans for the future. But on the other hand, I have learned so much and I've become so much more independent and self-confident, and that is really going to help me with my future plans.
Yeah, like my interest for different cultures in a way grew because you get to talk to so many people. Also on the seminars in Dublin you get to meet different people, and so the more you learn about somebody else's culture or language, the more you realize how much there is to it, and that's really what changed for me, is that...
I guess some of my personal values, also my perception of time and money. I pay more attention to quantity rather than, quality rather than quantity, you know. There will be more.
I moved permanent to Ireland and I don't regret that. And I made really, really good friends here, so I think that's very important to do that.
I guess I'm crazier than I thought I was. But at my age, you know, it's more like reaffirming what I already know about myself rather than making a really, you know, groundbreaking discovery about, ooh, this is what I'm like. But younger people than me maybe will discover more about themselves.
I cannot really explain to somebody else what I learned about myself, but maybe just to give an idea, you kind of live in a different country, you kind of have to adapt somehow, and if you think about yourself and you reflect on what you're doing and how you might be perceived by other people, then you get a different view on yourself and you get to know yourself better in a way, and you might be able to adapt and take some things, some habits from your host country and take them on board, and that's really the way you change during the EVS, I think, depending on yourself, if you want to change and how the host country influences you, but you kind of look at yourself in a different way. At least that's how it went for me.
I actually learned that I'm able to live on my own in different countries. I was a bit afraid and I didn't know how it's going to be, share the house with somebody you never knew before. I shared the house with Hannah. She was a volunteer here as well before me. She left, I think, 3 months after I started, so I had a chance to work with her and live with her, so I learned how to live with other people, and it's not easy.
I have learned about myself that I can do a lot more than I sometimes think I can.
Like, I feel like I've learned, I became much more confident, and now I think I know what I'm doing. And
also by leaving behind my familiar surroundings, my home country, my family, my friends for a while, I have learned and realized what is really important to me and what isn't, and I've learned to appreciate these things that are really important.
And see what I'm interested in, you know, in the longer term, and learning all sorts of life skills that I'm really, really grateful for.
Of course it was, yeah. I don't think I would go back to Poland. I wouldn't change that. I wasn't sure if I want to stay here, but then I think a week after I finished EVS I found a job, so that was the reason I stay here.
media?
I would say totally yes, because I still keep in touch with friends I made here. Now after 1.5 years I'm back visiting Ireland, and now that I'm back I also realized how much I was influenced by living and working here, and how much really has changed during my time here.
It has definitely been a life-changing experience. I mean, I wouldn't be the same person today if I hadn't done this experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can just take time off, you can get to know other people, like speak another language, maybe change your viewpoint about so many things. Definitely, it will change my life.
I would, but I would say you have to actually find a good organization, because Youth Cafe is brilliant. The way of getting it, the contact with Lorraine, it's extremely good, and I heard many people didn't really have that easy. The organization wasn't providing what Lorraine does, and I think Youth Cafe is a special place, and you're lucky if you found it.
And EVS.
Definitely. I feel it is such a powerful way of learning about yourself and about just really trying yourself out in a different setting, in a safe environment as well. It is a brilliant way of trying something new without losing much, really. And
Definitely, yes. Like I said, it just gives you a chance to step out of your natural environment, and that just takes down so many walls. You know, you have no idea. You just kind of accept things more willingly. You know.
I would definitely recommend EVS. It's a unique experience for everybody, and every project is different, but no matter what your project is, you will always learn so much, get to know new people, explore a different culture, and everything within a very safe environment, so you can really just try out stuff.
Yes, I would recommend EVS, because you get to work and live in a different country, and you get to learn a lot about the people, their language, their culture. You get to learn a lot about yourself too, and you can adapt and change, and yeah, you make friends from all over Europe, you make friends from your host country, and if you can keep in touch and visit later on, it's like you will always remember this time as something special for you.